So hi everyone, today in this video we're gonna try to develop another solution for another type of problem that we face today. And obviously this with the perspective that using mental models you can so already produce some type of at least archetypes of solutions in non-perspective in a non-technical way to see because not something that so gets all the information in the specific field that this problem is on, but it's something that helps you with skill. You can just use these concepts to structure a really good and reliable type of solutions. And then, so what's going to be the problem today is going to be the global gambling crisis. So what do you have to understand about the problem? We have 230 million people addicted worldwide, so around 3% of the adults. That's a lot. And we have the economic tools, so we have around 100, and obviously this is estimative, so it can be and will be higher over the time. We have around 150 billion years lost by households, more 40 billions in healthcare crime costs that comes so with this addiction. And then so obviously we have some crazy right for that, and obviously so important to get understood. And then so what are some of them? We have, for example, the loot boxes, we have the predatory hats targeting teens and near miss dopamine hacks, artificial intelligence powered betting apps, that's as well some other type of crazy drivers that we can go on. It's like more a multidiscipline type problem that we have a lot of elements impactful towards the existence of a problem. And then so obviously we need to start looking for solutions. So the first, using the tragedy of commons for this specific problem. So exploiting shared vulnerability. So what's the idea here is that casinos treat human psychology as a free resource to plunder. But then so what could be fixes for this approach that the casinos have towards people? And obviously this is just ideas, but some of them are there already applied. So we have the neuro taxes, we have the Australia taxes gambling algorithms, the addictiveness score, funds rehab, it has raised 2 billion here. So the Australian taxes gambling algorithms that so they have algorithms that they know so how to addict the people, and so they tend to tax them, and then so the funds this money that they got so to adopt initiatives towards so having economic allocation of resources to solve this problem. We have the public brain trusts. We have the Norway state-owned casinos cap profits as made so the addition rates dropped 60% since 2018. Second, we have the cover effect. Fake fixes backfire. So what's the idea here is that self-exclusion lists push addicts to illegal sites. So we have 50% relapse. So what could be fixes? We have the artificial intelligence guardians. We have the initiative, the UK's GameStop 2.0 scans bank transactions for betting patterns, and so freezes accounts in real time. And we have the decentralized out, the blockchain casinos like Fairplay revealed through probabilities. Players flee rigged games. The user base has decreased by 70%. And we have the anti-fragility, the user triggers to heal. So what's the idea is that harness gambling thrills kicking for recovery. So how to fix recovery RPGs. So we have the South Korea's dopamine dungeon gap gamify society. So sobriety. And so the players level up by resisting urges, has made the relapse decrease by 40%. This type of hack. And we have the risk-taking redirect. The Vegas addicts to athletes program trains poker pros as extreme sports coaches, as 30% hit gambling coming from this initiative. Four, a lead effect can be applied as well here. We have the whole Heisman that tends to beat a lot of the new tricks. So why is there? And child cultures avoided greed traps and have some good initiatives that you can look for. So we have the Potlatch 2.0. The Native Americans tribes host giveaway festivals to counter hoarding. So the members donate gambling losses to community funds. And we have the Zen casinos. We have the Macau's Lotus Lounge replaces slots with meditation booths as profits up 20% from wellness tourists. Uh, Five, a bit of systems thinking. It's important. So understand the tech, the regulation, and the culture. They obviously are things that impact. So the action, because if we take actions, it's because a lot of our culture that have been educated, what seems to be good, what's not, as well. So if we're taking action, as a lot in count. So with our experience that are so molded by the culture, but as well the action that we take as well are well defined by how easy something to do. And then so if we develop tags to make it easier people to get access to this, obviously, so we're gonna have people more prone and more people so going to get addicted to the thing. And then obviously, so the regulation as well impacts, so it's easy to have access to that. And then so what's is there? Addiction thrives in disconnected systems is what we see as a pattern. So addiction thrives in disconnected systems. But then so how to fix? We have the friction engineering. The Brazil mandates 10-second delays between bets has made the impulse spending dropped 80%. See how this is important. Understand the culture, understand the human psychology that makes so you have develop a tech type of solution for that. And we have the whistleblower bounties. We have the New York pays addicts 10% of fines from predatory casinos, has exposed 300 millions in fraud. Six, a bit of inversion, so solve backwards. The idea here is that prevent addiction before it starts, obviously. So, and there's a how to do it. We have the dopamine literacy, so the Finland teaches kids about slot machine psychology in grade school. The teen gambling down to 55% in Finland by doing these initiatives. So educating people. And then so if you don't have to get addiction, you have to work so in human psychology, not make so the people feel that's good, to they have a good cost benefit so for doing the action. And this comes so with education, with using some psychology tricks so to pass this learning that's not good so to gamble. We have the loot box bets. The Belgians allowed treating in-game purchases as gambling. So with that, the EA removed FIFA Ultimate Team packs. It was so a thing that was made by esports. We have the margin of safety, so fail saves save lives. So what would study here is that assume people will slip up and build guard rails. So what's the fix for that? We have the loss caps as low. So example is the one that is made in Sweden. The Sweden limits monthly gambling losses to 5% of income. The bankruptcies halved coming from this initiative. And we have the emergency cool-off token. So we have the crypto wallets like ShaneSafe that lets users lock funds for 72 hours during trading. So what's the integrated solution here? Bet to build. Philippines has converts gambling losses in microloans for the startups. Funded with that money 5K businesses. So see how you allocate the economic resources we're spending in things that and for companies and firms that you obviously don't like them to profit. You have to understand so the system, and then so you working with human psychology to make them learn to not get addicted. You work obviously with the incentives. You understand that the tax and the people that develop these casinos that want to get profit. So how to make it harder to them, developing regulation, taxing me more than the other ones, and then so allocating this money for creating another type of initiative that you think that creates more profitable society that strives more in the future. It's working with the system, but adopting local initiatives in some specific elements of this system that so helps you to create a more integrated solution. And then so we have used some of the models to do it, systems thinking to understand the whole context, and then so we use another methodologies that are applied more specifically, are applied in terms of specific initiatives. And then so I've get this example of the Philippines app that converts gambling losses into microloans for addicts startups. And we have the artificial intelligence therapies. ChatGPT's 5 gambling model mimics a sponsor. We have so 500 key users kits in 2023 trials. So I think everyone's understand why this matters. We have Japan's Pachinko pivot, replaced gambling's house with sports arenas. Youth edition filled 90% with that. Canada's Heidi ban, no gambling ads during sports betting apps downloads plummeted 65%. And this obviously comes with the right because we have seen that it has economic cost coming from so having this global addiction crisis. And then so with this video, I expect that you have liked enough to put a like. I expect it was enough to like the channel and then subscribe. And I hope to see you in other videos or other videos that are already so were done and so published in the channel. So thank you, and I hope to see you in the next one.